This is War of the Suns, the Chinese War of Resistance 1937 to 1945. And this is the situation at the end of turn 9, which is the 10th turn of the game because we're playing the full campaign starting on turn 0. Summary of the situation at the moment. Weather-wise, it's been fairly quiet in the south and along the coast because it's typhoon season. Main area there might have been any operation, there was the severe typhoon in place. There's also floods in this area and the normal permanent floods in the Yellow River since the dams have been bust. In terms of strategic bombing, the Japanese knocked out another factory. They also then decided to turn on resource hexes, which was totally unsuccessful. Japanese Air Force also lost a light bomber to Soviet support volunteer group fighters. The main activity has been up in the northwest, where a massive Japanese offensive absolutely decimated the communist Chinese forces. Admittedly, some of them are being rebuilt with the help of nationalist replacement points, but the front was shattered. Now, it's not really a viable position to attack that, and the best thing to do is to trying to make a breakthrough here. As the nationalist Chinese took that vital hex back, mainly because a unit from Japanese forces was deployed back to Japan in the replacement phase, which created the opportunity for the nationalists to take that. And effectively, because of that, it cost the Japanese 6 victory points. Other things that are going on, there's a lot of Chinese communist guerrillas operating in the areas to the west, but they're not really done anything yet. They're sort of biding their time, waiting to strike at the Japanese communications. There have been, in terms of random event, there was the 3-alls, which the Japanese used to push guerrillas out of a particular area. Actually, he shouldn't be in there. He should have been pushed out of there, and they destroyed the guerrilla base in that area. Anything else that has gone on? Not really. The nationalists have been concentrating on redeploying their army to the west to cover the fact that the Chinese communists have completely collapsed. They've also, nationalist Chinese have sort of concentrated more forces around the Canton area, because they're very wary that the Japanese could strike at Canton. Really, the typhoons pretty much kept the Japanese Navy out of the game at this particular turn. And that's it for the moment. So it's anybody's game at the moment. The Japanese are doing quite well, but at the same time they're getting stretched thinner and thinner and thinner. The main emphasis of the Japanese now is to crush the Chinese economy. And that's a combination of blowing up factories, bombing resource hexes or resource centres as they're called, cutting off these ports like Canton and Ningpo here, which needs to be knocked out. That'll do for the summary of the turn so far.